Have you ever wondered why we act the way we do? Why, despite our best intentions, we sometimes find ourselves stuck in negative patterns and behaviours that hold us back? But imagine what your life would look like if you could break free from those old limiting thoughts, patterns, and behaviours. How would your life change? Maybe that might look like increased self awareness, enhance self-esteem and confidence, healthier relationships, improved finances, better physical health, and overall life satisfaction. The truth is, our actions are often driven by deep-seated thoughts and behaviours that can feel impossible to change. But here's the exciting part. Understanding these patterns is the first step towards transforming them. We're going to look into the why behind our actions and explore the incredible opportunities that await when we shift from negative to positive behaviours, with some tools at the end that you could put into action today. Hi, Robin here, and welcome to my space where transformation meets spirituality. For those on the path of spiritual and personal transformation, you are in the right place. So check out some of my other videos and considering liking, subscribing, and definitely please leave some comments. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to check out my book, Awake, Aware, Conscious, for lots more tools and information about moving into a more conscious life. Let's dive in and transform those patterns holding you back for ones that'll move you forward. Now, we all have patterns in place that the subconscious reacts automatically to. Some are positive, others not so much. An example of a positive: you see a lion coming towards you, you need to get away. Fear, adrenaline makes you run. We don't stop and consider our next step. The fight or flight response just kicks in, and this is an automatic reaction. Our actions and our behaviours are in direct response to the subconscious thoughts and feelings about the situation. Thought precedes everything. So everything is created in the mind first before it ever becomes a reality. The body follows the mind and the emotions. So we have talked about this in the last couple of videos, so I'll put the link at the end if you want to look at those again or go back into them. As children, we copy beliefs and patterns from those around us to get functioning in our world quickly. We learn which behaviours will get positive responses and which will get us negative. This is how we learn to survive, thrive, and behave. We watch, we model those around us, how we speak, feel, and act. Our subconscious will always look for those pre-existing beliefs or patterns that we have laid down like a well-worn path as a way of responding when situations arrive, be that thoughts, emotions, or reactions. This is why things can trigger us to respond in a certain way and can tend to run in families. The stronger the initial event, usually the more you react and reinforce the event in the subconscious. So triggers can be a situation, an event, comments, a reaction to someone else, experiences, sights, sounds, memories, or anything that takes you back in some way. Triggers are the signposts showing you where the past needs to be integrated and healed. Every time we are triggered, the same chemistry is reproduced in the brain and the body. Your automatic physical reaction is triggered, which may have been to cry, withdraw, aggression, run, yell, please others, or countless other responses. The longer you hold on to the thoughts, feelings, or emotions, the longer the reaction period continues and those chemicals continue to flood the body and the mind. Okay, you say, so how do I change it? We need to lay down and reinforce new pathways in the brain to replace the old. Emotions follow thoughts, so we need to lay down new thoughts. When we recognize we are using beliefs and patterns that we learnt most often as a child, it's more about outgrowing these beliefs and patterns. As adults, we now have tools and strategies that can be used to integrate these memories, beliefs, and patterns, healing that inner part of ourself or that inner child or the wounded aspect of ourselves. It's what we focus on and think about now that can release those past beliefs that no longer work for us. If we believe it is true, then it is. When we focus on what we don't want in our lives, this feeds that negative energy into creating more of the same. If we change our focus to the positive aspect of what we want to change and create, we start from a completely different energy. Take the time to assess what you want in your life and formulate a plan on how you're going to move forwards towards it. When I first got my tumor diagnosis, I had a 2-year-old and an 8-month-old. I was determined that I was not going to be a statistic and I wanted to see my children grow up. I made changes to my thoughts and my lifestyle that would support my mind and my body to be in the best health I could be in. I changed my diet. I exercised and lost weight. I went to a naturopath who gave me some supplements to support my body. I actively meditated and visualized myself whole and healthy. I acted to create a new positive reality and outcome. Apart from the tumor, I had never been in a better shape or felt more prepared for anything. So start using words and thoughts that support the shift. Get into feeling the new emotions in the body and start new actions and behaviors that support the change that you want. By bringing these aspects together, you solidify a new pattern and lay down those pathways. Our thoughts create, our emotions magnify, and our actions solidify those new patterns and beliefs. Right, I thought I'd put the list up so it's a bit easier for you to follow. So what does this look like in action? You need to forgive yourself and others for what has happened in the past. You need to move forward and it's a new day. So don't get stuck in holding on to things that really you need to move past. Start a new routine to improve your state of wellness. That may be exercise, it may be self-care in some way, it may be changing your situation, where you live, the people you hang with. Drop the judgments and criticisms of yourself and others. When you criticize other people, you are reflecting the criticism back to yourself. So you judge them upon you. Recognize what triggers you and plan to deal with it and change them. So look out for the things that you know set you off and have a game plan ahead of time, or take yourself out of the situation so they don't come up in the same way. You've got to stop buying into the story. So stop buying into it, retelling and selling the old story. It's all in the head. You need to get out of that because you're just stuck in that loop. Distance yourself from situations or those who encourage the old patterns. Some people don't want you to change. They are quite happy with the situation that you are in. So recognize that not everyone's got your best interest. Go to people or surround yourself with people who are there to support you, not drag you down. You've got to accept responsibility for change. You are a creator, so to create something different, you can't be a victim. You've got to take a responsibility and move out of that. So Very important, change your words and your thoughts. Listen to what you are saying out loud and in your head. Record yourself even, or get someone else who you talk to frequently to catch you and tell you what you constantly have on repeat. Now, doing some of the work, so doing some of that inner work to recognize the patterns that repeat in your life and how you react. So that might be to meditate, so find some quiet time to reflect. You could do journaling to get those thoughts out of your head. Now, an activity you can do is rewriting the memory. So you can rerun the memory, replacing the child with the person you are now, so you can reclaim power and control. Change it. Take back that power and have a different outcome. Change the way you treat yourself. You've got to honor and value yourself. You have power, so stop giving it away. Make yourself the priority. If you are the last person on your list, you are not committed to your life. So are you ready to transform your life? Now that we've explored why we act the way we do and the incredible transformations that are possible, it's time to take action. I challenge you to find something on that list and start it today. Imagine a life where a positive pattern and behavior moves you towards your goals and dreams. You have the power to break free from what holds you back and embrace the future you really want. The journey to a better you starts when you take action. So make the move and take those steps to do something for yourself. I hope this has been of help, and I very much appreciate your presence right to the end. Thank you muchly.